Warning, this video series has an extremely high chance of causing butt hurt for fanboys of particular brands. Please use caution and logic when viewing these videos. The opinions are my own, developed by spending my own money and actually owning the kits. The series is meant to help people who can exercise logic and reason. That said, enjoy. What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from RC Nightmare. As you know, I've got a little different content going up, a little of these like weblogs. I just decided that, after 2 or 3 years of making videos, I've got this like wealth of information that I find myself answering questions over and over and over again. And I'm just going to do this video series, get it out there, and update it as it needs to be. So, I'm working on the RC Nightmare forums. They've been down for a while. I'm getting them back up, but let's get right to it. Best 4x4 short course truck for bashing. Let's be honest here. It's a three-man race. We've got Team Associated, we've got Traxxas, we've got Losi. You can't really go wrong when it comes to any of these kits for a 4x4 bash-worthy. So let me go through their. Let me say first, yes, there are other 4x4 short course trucks, but I've owned a few of them and they just all pale in comparison. The second important thing here when it comes to 4x4 short course trucks is you're talking about some serious dough. I mean, you're like $500, $600, $700, $800 to get some of these set up all the way. So keep that in mind. I mean, when people ask me about getting a Slash, I just tell them flat out, go get the Slash Ultimate Edition, which I think is like $599, $499 or $599. It's extremely expensive. But I mean, if you're gonna rock a Slash, what are you gonna pay $400 and not get the center diff, not get the LCG, not get the aluminum casters and all that stuff? So let's just be honest here. When I'm comparing these three main kits, it's based on how I had them set up. So my Slash was box stock, Valenian 3500 as I ran it, and I absolutely loved it. So let me go through some of the positives of the Slash. It comes out of the box waterproof. It's incredible. It's a super versatile kit. There's tons of aftermarket stuff, and the thing is just blazing fast right out of the box. If money's not an issue for you, you can walk into most any hobby stores and point at the most expensive box they have on the top shelf and say, get that down for me, and you will never regret it. Traxxas Slash is hands down, I mean, quite honestly, if you watch my two-wheel drive list, the Slash two-wheel drive, I put, it wasn't easy, but I still say that the Slash two-wheel drive is the best basher out there. Box stock, that is. And with four-wheel drives, it's hard to argue against the Slash, but I'm going to try. Let's go to the Team Associated offering. So they have the 4x4. I'm not sure what their motivation was to releasing it. Probably to get into the 4x4 racing classes to compete there. I mean, really, in the 4x4s, there's just not a lot on the racetrack, and they're just so fun to race. And when it came out, I mean, it was clearly race inspired. I mean, it's very sleek. It handles extremely well. I bashed mine pretty hard and it actually held up okay. I did not like when I had it, it still had the belt drive, which was a disaster. You get stones in there. But even the Slash has that like notorious little stone issue where they would get down in by the drive shaft. Granted, that was a lot less likely. In fact, in all my life, I don't think that ever happened to me. Whereas the belt, obviously, is just, asking for troubles. But overall, the Team Associated of these three, in terms of bashing, there's no way that it can compete with the Slash. First of all, it's a kit, so you buy the kit for $200 to $300. You need to put a full brushless system in there. Now there's more waterproof options available out there, so that's a very good thing. A few years ago, it wasn't that way. Excuse me, allergies kicking up here. A few years ago, it really wasn't that way, and so the Valenian was still, and it still is probably a gold standard type of setup for waterproof and brushless. but you're spending $200 to $300 on a kit. You know, a power plant's another $300 to $400. You still need, you know, a good set of tires. Oh, it comes with okay tires, I guess. But you're spending big bucks, where it's just set up better for racing in my experience. And I don't know how they're finishing, so you guys maybe let me know. I'm not huge into the race scene, but I have bashed it, and so I can confidently say I'm putting the Team Associated SZ10 4x4 in position number 3 of 3. And they're all great kits. Please don't, you know, misunderstand. These are like the 3 best, and I'm ranking them from 3 to 1. So we've got the Slash, and then my heartstrings here with the Losi 10 SCTE, and now they've got the 2.0. I don't have the 2.0, but I mean, you know, there's no point in buying that. It's not going to be all that different than what I had. And this truck absolutely kicked ass. Running a lot of people actually run it in race class up by me, and people like to hook it up with like a Tekin 8th scale power plant and just rip it. And you know, you can buy it as a rolling chassis, or I think the new one comes as a kit. When I bought it, it was a rolling chassis. But I think if you take money out of it, I absolutely loved the way the Losi 10 handled when I bashed it. It is not an easy spot to give up here, but I'm going to put the Traxxas Slash as the number 2 best basher. Now, this is based on my experience with it and my type of bashing. You know, if you look at the point system, the way I should be ranking them in terms of parts availability and everything, I just think that it's like a neck and neck. This is like 100 to 99, but I'm going to give it the number 1 spot to the Team Losi 10 SCTE 2.0 short course 4x4 truck. And I'm going to tell you why. I absolutely pounded mine, and it just held up to everything. It took everything I asked. It was so predictable in the air. So, like, just touch the throttle, and you could correct midair. Not that you can't do that with the other ones, but I mean, it just handled so much better. It just was so much set up out of the track. The aftermarket stuff is great for both of them. Slash has a bigger market. So, I mean, I think it's almost like a 1A and a 1B. But if you're asking me if money's no issue and I had to only have one short course truck, one 4x4 short course truck for bashing, it would be the Losi 10. I mean, there's absolutely no question in my mind. It's a perfect truck for a basher. It's even better because you can bash it and you can also race it. It's not, you know, it's hard to say, like, if I were racing, I don't know what I would run for sure, but I can tell you that if I'm bashing and I only can pick up one truck, it's going to be the Losi 10 every single time, until something changes my mind. Now, I think there used to be the Jammin', right? Was that 4x4? I forget. There used to be some other 4x4s that I really liked, but for my money, you know, I'm going to take a Tekin power plant. I'm going to put that sucker in a Team Losi 10, and I'm going to just bash all day. I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, any one of these kits outside of the Team Associated, I think you might be disappointed with that as a basher. But either the Slash or the Losi 10, I think you're going to be super happy with. But my winner is the number 1 4-wheel drive short course truck for bashing is going to be the Losi 10 SCTE. I hope you guys are finding these like top 10 lists or top 5 helpful, you know, and interesting. I think it should answer a lot of questions, and it should hopefully you guys, I guess, like it. I mean, I've gone through close to 100 RCs, and so I think this sort of thing will be helpful, and you should enjoy it. So thanks for watching this. Remember to crush that thumbs up button down below the video. We'll talk to you again real soon. What's up everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Take a moment to check out some of our most popular playlists, from RC reviews, RC tutorials, some of the most popular RC unboxing videos, and of course some of the most kick-ass running videos you'll find anywhere on YouTube. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button you'll find right here, and we'll see you again real soon.